Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Alright, so we're here in the bedroom. I think we're pretty much done with all of our other quests, so now it's just the main quest, and they want us to rest here so they can take us to another instance. So, let's go ahead and do it. We're about to have the big battle. Let's do this. No way back. Okay, it's good to give people final warnings. We're totally ready, though. We're totally ready. I haven't crafted a little bit more antidote potion just in case, because you know we're going to go up against corruption machines. It's going to happen. So, okay, let's do it. Okay, sure. Go in your Nora garb to go to sleep, I suppose. And you don't want to sleep in armor. You're going to have to get ready in a hurry here, Aloy. Hope you're ready for that. Assuming she can rest at all, but it's at least good to, you know, lay down and...
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
I mean, she must have, right?
How did you rest after you lost your family?
Because everyone's got to rest, no matter the stress is on you. It's got to happen.
Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
It's not exactly a ghost. Well, silence isn't anyway. And yeah, pure exhaustion of nothing else will take you to bed. Until, of course, you're woken up by explosions.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
They actually did come from the west. I totally expected them to come from the south or something. Okay, face of extinction. Oh boy, here we go. Where's your focus, Aloy? Did you put it away? Please tell me you picked it back up. She usually wears it in that ear. Come on, show her focus. Okay, there we go. Totally okay now. Well, Sun King, we're ready for this, right? We've had plenty of time to prepare. That's a lot of fire.
Campfires, perhaps?
Ha!
Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
You wish.
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Oh, yep. Okay. Hate it when she's right, but... Okay, but didn't they just take out their own way into the city? That's the bridge into the city. So, now they have to go the long way around. That's gotta be, yep, Deathbringers. Okay, I mean, that's expected. With Corruptors, so, you know, a couple of Deathbringers. Alright, makes sense they'd bring out their big guns, right?
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
Yeah, I mean...
Now!
Those heavy weapons, it gotta be good for something.
Do what she says!
Yeah, what are you waiting for, guys? She's de facto general here. Let's do it.
Loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Ready
Will
nothing.
the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Yeah, she's never actually used them against the Deathbringers, so we don't actually know. Oh! Oh, that can't be good. Aloy, time for you to be on the front lines, I think. Oh, hey. How did he get in here? Did he manage to take in the sewers again?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Yeah, not with her shield armor. And her new skills. Good recoil. Good repel there. Alright, now we take over.
You have vexed me.
Let's do this. Oh, of course, there's blaze everywhere.
Sun ring, then.
Shadow,
Excuse me, sir.
get back in there and fight!
Don't take any of this shit, thank you. The hell, he's just walking towards me here. And we're out. Heal up.
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Excuse me, sir. Okay.
Can't let him in close.
Roll back. Anytime you want to take out one of these... Oh, okay, we pull them towards here. We can totally do that.
Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Excuse me, would you accept this weakness?
Bridge can't take much more of this.
Okay, sure, you can do that. I was expecting to go against corruption, not fire, but we can go against fire if you like. I think he wants to go against fire, boys. Oh, okay. Can't let him get in close. Trying not to get into fire.
Show no mercy.
Excuse me. I think you'll find that I'm more resilient than that. Oh, that was actually the wrong bit of fire there.
He's quick.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Coming through. All the way now. There you go. He's out. Sure you won't mind if I set you ablaze, sir?
Damn him.
I mean, once the fires are set, it looks like they're set for
What
good.
are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down.
He is fast. Let me get out of here. Okay,
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
that's kind of the idea. Excuse me. Am I getting a little bit closer to that blaze canister? That'd be great, actually.
You will die on nothing.
It's not exactly how that works. Yeah. You're overreacting, buddy. Oh, we might be weak against
Keep him
shock.
away.
Be weak against shock, that might actually work out well for us. Be weak against shock?
Savage cannot understand destiny.
We might be. Maybe not. Excuse me. I mean, I know I'm taking a lot of damage here, but if you want to just go ahead and blow up, that'd be great. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, two can play at that game, I suppose.
Die beneath the sun.
As opposed to in the shadow, I suppose. So I'll take it.
Blocked again.
Blocked it. I'm gonna come over here into blaze. Thank you. That's actually great.
He's
I
too
can
dangerous
totally...
and close.
He is. Way too close. I have no ammo. Excuse me. I have to get my ammo all set up. So you don't mind? You understand, don't you? Of course you do. Oh, blocked again, or actually totally missed. There you go. I asked him to wait till we turn around. There we go, that was enough.
Possible. I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Don't really have time for this. Sorry, don't have time to enter into a theological argument now. The city's under attack.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shadow will save me. I cannot. Ah!
I mean, we might as well loot his body. Okay, I mean, nothing I can really use, but we gotta go right now. Suppose I should heal up. There we go. Okay, so where are we going exactly? Oh, did I go the wrong direction? I totally went in the wrong direction. Sorry. Bit lost, but turned around. Hardly ever go to the city. You know how it is. New places, you always forget where you park. It happens. Okay. Huh, they're giving us supplies. That can't be good.
I can't spare the weight.
Alright, upsy daisy. Let's do this. Oh, we gotta go towards the front lines. Because of course we do. Isn't there the Deathbringer over there? Am I making that up? Well, heavy weapon time then.
Hold the line!
Where do you
Okay.
need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Oh, I did pick up a cannon, but then I dropped it. Then I gotta stay on the platform, I guess. I take out that Deathbringer. Okay, gotta... There we go.
Now it's mad. Time to go.
Oh yeah, it knows I'm here. But I gotta take it out. Okay, the shield can hold. The shield can hold. We got it down to half. I do not want to encounter that thing firsthand. So we can... There we go. It's out. Anything else? Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff over here. Just keep absorbing that ammo. Keep firing away. And if we can take these guys out,
Their
we're in
attention.
a good spot. Hello, little beastie. A little present for you. Is that a corruptor? That might be. I don't know. I can't tell at this distance. It doesn't really matter. It's an enemy. It needs to die. What else we got? We got a guy over here. Let's take him out. Good shot. 400. I'll take it.
South! They're coming from the south!
South, you say? You can deal with south. I can't even see him in, but I'll fire anyway. Oh, it's got to be a Deathbringer. Yep, a lot of guys over there. No problem. Well, a little bit of a problem, but they haven't seen me yet. Just keep going. Keep rolling these guys.
Gotta get to another platform.
Well, I mean, what other platform is there? Okay, Deathbringer knows I'm here. What's this? Yep, Sawtooth. Okay, Deathbringer definitely knows I'm here. Take out that bellow back first, though. Oh, there we go. Blow them up like so. And they can't even compete. Excuse me. Yep. He knows I'm here. I gotta go. Oh yeah, he knows I'm here. I gotta go. Are you shitting me right now? You can't deal with this. Cut him down. There we go. We got him. We got him. Next platform. Take the cannon. Thank you.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Yeah, well, he missed, so we're okay. We can hit this guy. He only knows kind of sort of where we are. I love this gun. Infinite ammo, basically. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. These guns totally work. Take what I can
Taking
here.
a shot at me.
Yep, he is. I see it incoming. Yeah, he sucks. He sucks. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting you. That's alright. Alright, I gotta drop this gun. Oh yeah, corruption time. Okay. Heal up. Corruption time. There we go. Okay, critical hit him. Not as much damage as I wanted to do, but here, this'll do it. There you go. Okay, these guys should not belong here at all. If you guys want to be set on fire, I'd much appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Let's go and craft some stuff here. Craft some... Whoops, gotta go. I'm sure you understand. Excuse me. Pardon me. Trying to cook some stuff up here for you. Some stuff I'm sure you'll enjoy, too. Alright. Well, if you're gonna be that way, then be that way. But I understand you guys are weak against electricity. Only sometimes, though, huh? Okay. No problem. I can work with that. There you go. It is one of those sometimes. Well, he's under frost, so that'll help. Take more damage. One more hit? Yeah, there we go. Where's your friend? Where's your friend? His friend's dead.
But be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Damn right. Alright, heal up a little bit. I mean, this gun is great, and I want more of it. So if you want to go ahead and just, got more stuff there. There we go. Alright. We're all prepped up and ready, I think. I don't think we have any more stuff to do. That was the first wave. Not a big deal. It's a little bit of a big deal. That actually hurt a lot. We have plenty of stuff here. The other platform's actually intact. Do you see some guys marching over that direction? I'm tempted to move over there, but it's a bad idea, I think. Oh, wait. Hold up. I hear guys move. Yeah, see, I'm supposed to stay in this position. Unlikely I'm supposed to move on from here. It says defend the ridge. Oh, hello.
Got it.
Nora, girl, look out!
Got it, I got it. It's okay. Couple of long necks. Long legs, sorry. Long necks are totally different. Oh, okay, that worked. Not quite as I expected, but it worked. Pick it up. That worked too. Also not quite as I expected. Pick it up
Here
again.
it comes. Better move.
Okay, bellow back gone. Now I gotta get this tall guy. It's Deathbringer, no big deal. Keep dodging the shots. Just keep moving. He's down to half health already. He's not doing well. Take 6. There we go. Maybe another 6. There we
Incoming.
go.
Gotta drop it and move.
Okay, guys have got to be a problem. Hello. Understand you guys work for the corruption? Hades, right? I know the guy. Hate him. Bad guy. Shouldn't work for him. If you come work for me, I promise benefits.
Taking a shot at me.
He's taking another shot at me. Okay, that hurt, but shields are still holding. I love this weapon. Can I have more of these, please? I mean, these get beating up the corruptors. I don't have to go in line of sight. 3 should be enough to take care of that guy, or at least almost.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
So, oh, that hurt, but no big deal. Shield accepted it. Get the corruptor out. He's almost out. He's almost out. Come on, we can do this. Gather up stuff. Take out the corruptor. Nope, not yet. Got the corruptor there. Okay, Bella back. Don't mind.
Time to
There
go.
we go. Bella backs out. One more guy over there. He's out. Yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. Lots of Deathbringer all over the place. Not just the one shot I can do anything about, though. A little bit above him. I see. Wow, there's a Stormbird too, huh? Okay. That's gonna be interesting, I'm sure.
When that hits.
Stormbird.
Gotta get to another platform.
How are you still up? Hell. Okay. I mean, they say to go to another platform, but I think this is the platform I need to be on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out. Need to heal. Or stay over here, I guess. He's not giving me a lot of choices. Can I time down? Maybe not. Health could be a problem here. He's going up high. That can't be good for anybody. He likes doing that charge down move. And pick up the gun. Pick up the gun. Where is he? Come on, he's almost dead. He's not going to be a problem for much longer. There we go. Is Deathbringer still around? Yeah, there he is. Actually, there might be a different one. No big deal. I mean, that totally missed, but didn't work with that. Oh, okay, that there's a range. Gotta work with the range. A little bit of health there. I need to work on my ranges here. It's kind of working. Yeah, there we go. That does it. They have a hell of a lot of Deathbringers, don't they? Seems a little absurd. Anytime now we can start working against Hades here, right? I don't know how many waves we should be expecting. These heavy weapons are doing pretty well, though the ecology's not going to recover for quite some time. Guy's going to have her work cut out for her. That's a lot of Deathbringers.
Incoming!
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, well, at least her shield to protect her for a little bit. Shield's still active, so that's something. Can't do much against the physical impact, I suppose. Which is why she still recoils after taking a hit. Oh, yeah. Okay, Deathbringer. About to walk over you if you're not too careful. And somehow missed her? Oh, there's Hades, though. This might actually be the opening you need. Oh, but she can't get herself to get up. Well, on the upside, we're behind enemy lines. On the downside, we're behind enemy lines.
Aloy! Aloy!
How the hell did you live?
My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going.
Yeah, they're going to the
They
spire.
marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Oh, health is way down. It's alright, we have a full health potion. There we go. Let's go. That's why we have a full health potion, is because of these exact scenarios. Alright, well, the cities look better. Gonna have a hell of a reconstruction effort afterwards. Of course there's a giant. Okay, shit.
Gotta press on.
Yeah, but how? Alright, just keep going, I guess. I guess go through here. Seems to be the way we need to go. Excuse me, guys.
Go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow
Okay,
Demon.
I need to not take damage from these guys. That'd be great. And corruption. There we go. Corruption not going to be our friend here. I also need to replenish all my stuff. I don't know if rope is going to help with me at all. Should probably think about that. Terror Blast, I have no idea. But it could. It could. I'm just swimming across here. I don't know if swimming across is actually what I need to do. It'll get me there. If I go directly towards over here, I mean, we'll get a little bit distracted by stuff, but it's okay. There's a health bar there. I have no idea what that's for. I might not want to know. Okay, there's just a bunch of corrupted machines. I mean, that's something we'll just have to deal with. The corrupted machines are fighting the regular machines that usually go in this area. So that works for me. But there was a guy there. Okay, the bridge has seen better days. Yeah, infrastructure process, or other infrastructure projects for years now.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
It's okay. Gaia has a shutdown code, so if we just get Gaia online and shut down the transmission, we might be okay. I might be needlessly optimistic here. Yeah, that can't be good. He's basically going to be corrupting every machine. Oh, and calling all the machines, too. All the ones that have been buried for centuries with all the terraforming. And then suddenly... Yeah, you might want to get away from that, because those are the old Faro bots who now have organic materials they can recover. Fortunately, this is a culture that knows how to fight machines, but these are Deathbringers, and they're not easy to take down. Yeah, and they're going to start repairing damage with... Are those... Oh, yeah, that's right. The nanobot swarms that just absorb organic matter. Really? Didn't take the wood? Okay, so now we have a timer. Is that it? Alright. I have no idea if that's actually a timer
Hades has
or
started the
what, but...
signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. The Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Not to mention our hawk from the lodge. I don't know if there's a faster way to do this. The stairs are the fastest way I know, so that's what we're going to take. Oh, okay. Shit. Alright, I missed the jump there. That's totally my bad, but still. Wasn't really expecting a jump there. There's probably another one.
Gotta keep going.
Yep.
Keep pushing.
Okay, I guess we'll go this way.
Wouldn't be easy.
Of course they tried to
Somehow holding
block the
back.
tracks. Alright, that could have been easier. And maybe a little bit faster. This way, not the other way. Going up these stairs. We're almost there. We're almost there. Gonna have a hell of a fight on our hands, I bet. So at least a few Deathbringers. Don't know what else is gonna be there. Okay, that's... It's gonna say impossible. No, it's gotta be doable.
They're alive.
Okay, can we drop down on a ledge or something? I don't see how. Here, go down this way. This might be easier. Hey, guys.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
Almost.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
Alright,
I
sure.
should stock up. Last chance.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly what we're stocking up to get here. Okay, let's think about this. Think about inventory. Shadow Sling, yes, I think so. Lodge Blast Sling, most likely. Rope Caster, probably not. Sharp shot bow? The Terrablast arrows I could see an argument for, but... Well, I mean, the Terra Blaster would work better for that, but we only have 15 shots. Terra Blast arrows, I guess we have 30 shots. Yeah, okay, we'll do that instead. Doing it from a distance might be better anyway. Alright, then we should craft all of our ammo. I guess we can do that from this menu easier, can't we? Just make sure we're all stocked up. Looks like we have enough for a little while. 141's there, so okay, we're good. Yeah, looks like we're actually in a pretty good spot in terms of materials. Alright, go ahead and craft me one of those. Just fill up there. Okay, looks like we're filled up across the way here. Whee! Okay, let's do it. Let's go, go, go. I mean, I don't know if bombs are going to be necessary here or what, but also, where are we going? Oh, we probably have to climb this, don't we? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. I see it. Yep, over and up. I mean, if you guys want to be the distraction, I'm totally okay with that, but I don't think that's the way this is going to work. Here we go. Go to the spire and stop Hades, what we got to do.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Trying to override our focus.
To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
And all we have to do is get close enough. I mean, the Deathbringer is a nice fight and all, but it's not really the fight we need, right? We just need to get close enough to Hades. The fight's a distraction. They're gonna make us fight anyway. Okay, well, then that's the way it goes. Alright, well, I can catch fire pretty easily. Alright, would you mind catching fire, please? Much appreciated. There we go. Appreciate that. They're not on fire as much as I expect you to be. If I can distract him long enough. Okay, well. There we go. Blow out those. Appreciate it. Can't counter movements like that, as far as I know. 3, and then there we go. Take out some of its guns here. And how about Terra Blaster will probably take out more of its guns, isn't it? Shield's taking some hits. Gotta let your shield to recharge a little bit here. Best we can. I wonder if a rope caster might actually work. Let's try it out. Do the rope caster, put it there. Go ahead and try to tie this thing down. No, totally not working. It's deflecting all of it. Yeah, it's deflecting all of them. It's not working. Okay. Fire could work though. Okay, shields are down. Not too bad. But we get this thing on fire a little bit. There we go. That's what I want. And then give me some of this. Oh, I missed it. You need 3 arrows. There we go. That worked. That worked too. Nicely, I think. Okay, we need to set it on fire again, apparently. We have fire arrows for. 2, 3, and go. 1, 2, 3, and go. Hey, big guy, over here.
It's not done yet. More machines. Take
More
them out
machines?
first.
How would you take that one out first? No, you gotta take out Deathbringer, because he's causing the most pain and discomfort. That would be... okay, that would be why. Okay, Sawbringer, where the hell you are. I mean, that would maybe help us out here? Oh, hell. Okay. Hello. He's down. We get the Deathbringer to take out this guy for us.
The metal children have fallen.
Okay, now we gotta just, you know, set this thing on fire. I mean, we're not doing too badly here. As long as this thing gets caught on fire, that's his weak point. Right there, that's his weak point. Come on, come on, come on. Take it out. Take it out. Got a lot of weak points open right now as it tries to... okay, tries to get rid of the heat. Still not below half now. And maybe a Terror Blaster might do it. Get rid of those weapons.
I can do this.
Okay. Heal up. Maybe a Terror Blaster arrow here. The various pieces. That is not a Terror Blaster arrow. Hold up. Now it's not landing where I want it to land. Aiming directly for me, of course. No, that's... Terror Blaster arrows just aren't doing enough damage. Okay, well... it's alright, we can craft more of these and be good. Hello. I mean, the other guys are acting as a decent distraction, I gotta say.
Don't let them overrun us.
Okay. Now with that done... gotta wait for the pieces to come over here. There we go. Oh, hell. Frickin'... really? Really? You do this to me now? Okay, it's dead. It's dead. And Corruptors, too, of course. And a Behemoth. We let the Deathbringer do this. This might actually work out well for us.
Time enough to put the machines back.
Oh my god, just freaking die already. Heal up. Okay, it's fallen over. Good. Okay, good. That's at least on its way. Come on, just drop already. There we go. That's what I wanted. This guy, though. This guy's a pain in the ass. Freaking Corruptor. Okay, he's out. He's down anyway. Can I stab him with a critical spot here? Of course not. He doesn't have any critical spots. Taking too much damage from this guy. Of course, he's jumping for me. Freaking Corruptor. I mean, I'm right here next to Hades. Can I just take out Hades? I don't really need to take out the creatures, don't I? Because I'm right here. Can I destroy Hades now?
That one was the last.
No, I can't destroy Hades yet. Come on, I have the frickin'... okay, you know what? Fine, this hard away.
Rally for the sun. The big one wants a piece of you, Aloy.
I can't back down now.
That's Frost, but I'm hoping this will actually do us more damage. your thing. Do your thing, Frost. I know you're a little bit resistant to Frost. But you just need to stand in it, and then maybe we'll be okay. Another hit, another hit. There we go. Okay, now, since he's in Frost, maybe he'll be on fire a little bit more. Wow, that really hurt. Okay, I mean, the Frost isn't gonna last very long. Okay, he's on fire. That's good. Fire obviously negates the Frost. Okay, now we take out the weak points here. Okay, we got this, we got this. And he's almost done with being on fire, but he's almost done with being alive too, so you know, bonus points. Take out that frickin' gun. Be helpful. My shields are doing wonderful work here. He's almost dead. Got that gun. There we go. We got him. Got him.
With the time I've got.
Okay, now we can take down Hades.
System threat imminent.
Damn right it is.
Threat.
No, it's totally able to hacker focus now. Hello, welcome to the inside of your head. It's a little empty in here, don't worry about it. Guessing you're Hades? And you're Gaia. Hello. Time for one of those epic god face-offs. Oh no, it's Sobek.
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
So there we go. Hades is now purged from the system using the genetic and voice imprint. Guy's plan worked. Okay, so now all those machines should no longer be doing any kind of organic harvesting. They're shut down. Well, free scrap for everybody. Congratulations. You're all millionaires. Maybe. I don't know exactly how the shard thing works. But the fighting stopped. I'm guessing all the Eclipse are dead too. I'd be really surprised if the Eclipse made it through. The machines probably did, but I'd be surprised if the Eclipse made it through. Do you wanna pick up your spear there, Aloy? You might need that. Also, why isn't she wearing her armor? That's the armor I went out and specifically picked. Why is she wearing the regular Nora armor? Come on, everything else was using in-game stuff. I mean, he's not wearing his armor either. Where does Helmet go? I mean, he looks the same as always, so hard to tell with him. I mean, you should shoot off a flare or something so they know you're there. Fire arrow would do. Okay, guys, we did it. Huzzah! Hugged by the Sun King. I'll never wash these clothes again. I mean, I don't know how you can see that distance, but okay. You should really go back and pick up your spear, Aloy. I mean, Helis, the priest, is dead, so I'm assuming most of the Eclipse are dead too. If not, there's just going to be a few stragglers. That shouldn't be a big deal. Okay.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds. because there were nests in the pine tree.
Harsh.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care. And that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
Well, she made it home. That's a globe. All right.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
That's why the metal flower is there. They're Gaia's hints. They probably all point to where Elizabeth is. Because they all form that same triangle. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to rework some of these cauldrons to help out the human race. Or are we just going to get the credit sequence? Credits are okay too. But I really hope that they manage to rework the cauldrons. You know, program some good stuff in. Help out the human race a little. Reprogram the cauldrons would be tough, but Silent seems like he has the kind of background, and if he was taught how to do it, maybe he could teach others. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to end here. Things could get better. I mean, things definitely will now that humanity has a chance again. Machines are shut down, Hades Protocol down, Faro machines are destroyed and deactivated. Possibly permanently this time. Someone could always reactivate them again, but, you know, eventually the machines will break down. People actually know where they are now since they've been pulled up from the ground. They can be reconstituted into scrap, and then they'll never be a threat again. That actually work out pretty well. Then they can be turned into new things, maybe. I'm assuming we're in this cauldron for a reason. It could be just because it's a cool place to show the credit screen. It's very likely what it is. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I realize we're not at the end of the credits yet, but that was actually a lot of fun. That was cool. I kind of question having the ultra cool Infinity +1 armor until the very, 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 very end of the game, but I totally understand it. For me, though, I would have had that armor tucked away in a side quest somewhere. I mean, it was kind of in a side quest, but you know what I mean. The keys to it were in the main quest. At this point, all it's good for is doing the New Game Plus mode, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to do the New Game Plus because I have other games to play, but this was cool. I liked doing it. It was fun. Taking down machines, knowing how to take them down. Deathbringers are terrible. They're the only ones I didn't really have enough exposure to be able to figure out a good strategy against them. Obviously, fire worked, and then you use the fire to make them pop their heat sinks, and then you fired the heat sinks. But still, it seems like there should be a better, easier way to do something against them. Like, for instance, the rock biters. I'm calling them rock biters. The moles. It's totally the moles. We were able to take them down once we figured out that rope casters were the way. Okay, no big deal. You know, rope cast, then knock out their arms, no big deal. Thundermaws, or like I called them, Chad. Chad was actually, after a while, he actually became Rote. It's like, okay, we're going up against Chad. No problem. Let's go ahead and do this. You know, Ropecaster, maybe not so much, but definitely, you know, set him on fire, blow away his parts. Especially once we got the Terra Blaster cannon. I mean, I wish we could have gotten the ammo holders for it. If I had actually dedicated to it, I probably could have done it. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of exposure to it. If we had been exposed to more Deathbringers along the way, I think I would have been able to get a certain strategy towards them. Definitely those heavy weapons, though. Those were fantastic. I kind of wish... I mean, the artillery section, I'll have to admit, it's a little dull. Little dull. Because all you're doing is firing things at a distance. Whereas when you're up close and personal with it, like you are for the entire rest of the game, it's, you know, quite the wonder to behold. And it's a beautiful game. For 2017, I'll admit. Maybe in like 10 years, the graphics here will be laughable. But, you know, it has a style, it has an aesthetic, definitely sticks to it. And I look forward to seeing what they do in the future. I highly anticipate. They did say they were going to do DLC. It's possible by the time the video is live, the DLC will be out, but I don't know if that's true. Because I don't know what my backlog is like. I don't remember. It's funny there's no music here. There could be music, it's just really, really low. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, I'll keep babbling. Yeah, the DLC is supposed to be out soonish. I'm probably not going to be recording the DLC unless I get struck to do it. The problem could be, well, I suspect what they're going to do with the DLC is make it a side quest during the regular mission, which is fine. But I'm kind of interested in the additional story about Aloy. The fact that they made a subtitle for Horizon Zero Dawn means they're likely going to have a subtitle for the sequel, and of course a subtitle for the DLC. But that doesn't necessarily have to follow Aloy's story. It could be, you know, anybody else. You know, it could be 30 years later. It could be Aloy's kids, whoever she managed to hook up with, whoever that is. And I'm sure some people managed to make her hook up with the Sun King or whoever else. That seems like a horrible idea. That doesn't seem like that would stick to me, but, you know, whatever. People are entitled to write their fanfic as they would. So it could be Aloy's kid. If Elizabeth never found time, maybe Aloy will. I mean, she's managed to save the world. It looks like she has her pick of at least 3 or 4 different guys if she wanted to. If she wants to hook up with a girl, then they're going to have a problem having kids in this current tribal thing. But, you know, could happen. They could adopt. I mean, with the war on, chances are there's a lot of orphans that could use someone to adopt them. Alright, so we just keep going through this cauldron here. Are we going to get to an end point here? And you got to give credit to all these people. You know, I don't know if this is going to be another... I mean, it's kind of weird they haven't actually gone to the scrolling part of the credits yet. Usually by now, when we get to environmental art, that's where we are, is to the scrolling part. But, you know, I guess everyone is due the whole zoom through the cauldron bit. Have we been through this cauldron? It seems like we would have. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, I really like this game. I'm looking forward to the DLC. I'll probably play the DLC. If I play it, shouldn't I record it? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Did the recordings for the Witcher DLC. Though, granted, I didn't play The Witcher or Witcher 3, rather, until all the DLC was out, specifically for that reason. Also because I wasn't sure, because Witcher 2, not that good of a game. Witcher 3, though, was awesome. I loved Witcher 3. And actually, that didn't finish too long ago, actually. That was only, what, like, according to the backlog, it'd be like 3 weeks, maybe. So yeah, this was fun. I look forward to doing more in this universe. I'm glad we picked up the armor. Assuming the DLC takes place afterwards, then I will totally record it. If it happens during the rest of the story, which I suspect it will, then I don't know if I will record it then, because that's basically like a whole nother playthrough. I guess I could play New Game Plus. I mean, that would at least let me keep all the armor and stuff, right? So even if I have to start a new game, doing New Game Plus with the DLC would theoretically let you keep everything, and you just go through as normal. Then we don't have to worry as much about collecting. We still have, of course, a couple of things to collect, like the raccoon bone, or the raccoon skin. Fishbone, I think that was it. Whatever we needed to do the upgrades for the ammo for the Terror Blaster, and I don't remember what the other one was. Something else. Might have been blast ammo. I mean, the Terror Blaster, I really should have picked up more ammo stuff for it, but it would have meant dedicating a lot of time to go through fishing, and that's maybe one thing. It's a little too close to the Far Cry routes. I mean, I do appreciate that the game let you cheat a little bit by just, as long as you have enough shards, just go in and buy, you know, whatever Sawtooth Heart or Grazer Heart, whatever you needed to get the weapons. Because then it's just a matter of, you know, get that Sawtooth Heart, get the shards, and you can have this new weapon. It's like, well, I don't want to go get a Sawtooth. Well, that's okay, because there's a guy over here who will totally sell you that. Well, that's great. Now, why don't you also sell me the stuff that's theoretically easy to get, like the raccoon skin, or fish bones, or fish skin, you know? And help me out with that. Because that's actually the part that is kind of... I mean, it's super easy to take down a beast, right? A machine is really difficult to take down. If anything, I would reverse those two. You know, make it so Sawtooth Heart aren't available. Special thanks to Secret Agent Mark. That's great. That's great. I didn't even notice that. Our amazing cosplayers found... There's some great cosplay for Aloy. Also a great cosplay of a Watcher, which is really impressive. And of course, Gorilla Baby. Okay, so we're down to the end. You know, y'all, I like to sit to the end of the credits, even in movies, just, you know, give thanks to all these people who helped make a great product and a great bit of entertainment. This was fun. I highly recommend it, even if it does wear its Far Cry inspiration a little too close, a little too much on its sleeve. Out of Peaches ter Est. Okay. And eventually we're going to get to the end. And thank you for playing. And thank you for watching, guys. This has been the playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn, assuming they don't have anything special at the very, very end here. Sometimes they do. You know, hint towards the next thing in the series, or hint towards the DLC sometimes. Okay, and then we're going to actually go to the cast, so we're not actually done. Or I suppose in case you didn't actually watch it all. Silence is Lance Riddick. That is good, or Reddick, rather. Good to know. Elizabeth Sobek is Ashley Birch, who's also Aloy as Ashley Birch. So that's interesting, a little bit of kind of sort of trying to prevent spoilers. Appreciate that. Didn't exactly work, but you know, you appreciate the token effort, if nothing else. All right, and then all the wonderful people in here. All right, so apparently we still have plenty more to talk about my thoughts about it. Yeah, so the Far Cry inspiration, I will admit, kind of silly, right? We don't actually... I think it would have been better if they had almost entirely removed the animal elements. I mean, you keep the animals around and have them as a source of meat, but needing them for upgrades is kind of... I don't know. It doesn't really fit the theme. I think if you tied that solely... If you tied the upgrades, rather, solely to the machine kills, I think that would make a lot more sense. Like, mechanically. Maybe not lore-wise, but tying it in mechanically. I mean, you did still need shards. You did still need shards for all the upgrades. So that kind of sort of makes sense there. But I think doing just... I mean, maybe not just shards, because being able to buy everything would be a little absurd. But, you know, tying it into machine components, more wire, more metal canisters. Being able to break down metal canisters to hold more stuff, I think, would make logical sense. Okay, sure, you need to have boar skin. I mean, maybe at like the first or second tier, I could totally understand. But at the higher tiers, where it's definitely, you know, almost hammer space at that point, definitely tie in some more machine stuff. Make it so that I don't have to go hunting down animals necessarily. I mean, maybe you're hunting down animals anyway, or at least the theory would be you're hunting down animals anyway, because you're supposed to be grabbing a lot of resources for health potions or other potions. I was actually terrible at the potions here. What difficulty did I play on? I think I played on, wasn't it medium difficulty? It was right smack dab in the middle, I think. I think whatever it said was the intended difficulty level. So maybe that's it. Because I know Witcher 3 had the same problem, right? Is that if you play on lower difficulty levels, the decoctions were just useless. There's no reason to have them. And the higher difficulty levels, they were necessary. So maybe that was my problem there, is that I wasn't working on a high enough difficulty level to really feel like the potions were absolutely necessary. Now, to be fair, I still died a hell of a lot. I would love to see a no death run through here. Totally not my bag, but I think someone could do it, absolutely. And in fact, I'm pretty sure there's someone on the forums already complaining that the game is way too easy for them, which is fair, you know, whatever. That's right, we never saw Rost again, which makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't see a dead character rise from the ashes that easily. A lot of motion capture for these guys. Most people had at least 2 people there. Parkour. Oh, so they did motion capture in like a lot of different ways for the parkour. Probably also for the rock climbing. That's probably what they meant by, well, at least like all the additional. Okay, that makes sense. So I wonder if Hannah Hoekstra actually looks a lot like Aloy, or just looks enough, or did the people who actually worked on the character? So hard to tell. So hard to tell. It's probably an amalgamation of a bunch of different people. That's usually how they do these. Don't want to look too much like them. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody who looks exactly like their character in the show, and sometimes that's on purpose. You know, just, you know, that person has the great look, the look for the show. That's absolutely what you need. Yeah, so that should totally work. They had a lot of great characters in here. I was not sad about it. I think the villains were a little bit too two-dimensional. The guy who wanted to destroy Meridian actually had the most developed story, but really he was like a side quest inside the main quest. I really expected him to tie in more with the Eclipse, but he didn't. He was just a Shadow Carja guy who was not happy, and he wanted revenge. Well, then why didn't you hook up with the Eclipse? Why didn't that all tie into Hades? Kind of a weird story decision to branch the story out like that and have Meridian survive one attack and then get taken down by Hades' other attack. It seems like he should have been folded in the Eclipse cult and kind of tied into that whole storyline. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, it kind of works as a haha, got you, is not actually that much of a threat type of deal. But, I mean, they build up the Eclipse as this big thing. It seems like it should tie in everything, right? I don't know. It just seems like a loose thread. Not really a loose thread, because I guess we tied it up because we killed him. Or we didn't actually kill him. He was actually shipped off to be tortured to death. You know, much better, obviously. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see what actually happens to the rest of the world after this. I have no idea if they're planning on continuing this, but if there are sequels, yeah, I mean, based on the strength of this one, I'd absolutely pick it up. Theoretically, they can only get better. Ha 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 ha. I mean, not every sequel is great. You know, there's always the chance that, you know, you moved from the first one and the second one is awful. A lot of people say that about various other franchises. Highlander is the one that comes to mind. You know, there were no sequels to Highlander, obviously, is what the story goes, because, you know, they were so goddamn awful that they can't even count as true sequels. Hopefully it doesn't happen here. Hopefully what we're looking at here is something more along the lines of, shoot, what's a good sequel? I mean, I really like Back to the Future 2, but Back to the Future 1 was obviously the stronger film, so I don't want a Back to the Future 2 version of Horizon Zero Dawn. I want something top tier, you know? Something that keeps it going. You know what? Avengers. I think Avengers Age of Ultron is actually on par with the first Avengers movie. I think that's about right. That's the kind of level we want here. Or Captain America. Captain America, and then the sequel to that, which was the Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was a really strong sequel to Captain America. Now, you might say it's cheating to go into the Avengers universe because all those movies are pretty top tier. I would argue with that. I don't think all of them are top tier, but they're pretty good. Okay, so leaving the Avengers movie, what else would be good? Superman 2 was a better movie than the original Superman. I'm talking about the 1970s Superman and the 1980s Superman 2. I mean, Superman 2 was silly. Okay, let's not mince words here. It was silly as all hell. But at the time, in the 80s, it was a really good movie and a really good sequel to the original Superman. What else would work in like something non-superhero? Shoot, man, I don't even know. The trouble with sequels is that you've got to live up to the previous, to the previous in the franchise, and that's hard to do. I mean, it's the same thing with an album, right? It takes 10 years to make the first musical album, to make your debut, and then everyone else is going, okay, that was great, what's next? Give me more. You're like, dude, it took me 10 years. Fuck that. Give me what you have. It's like, okay, but I've only been working on this for 2 years. It's not going to be as good. And that's what happens. The second one is never as good as the first one. Hopefully that's not true here. I want you guys, okay, if the devs are listening, if they're actually listening this far in, congratulations, because I'm babbling like hell. But if they're actually listening to this, take your time, okay? I will not mind if you want to take your time and make whatever's next. It doesn't have to be a sequel to this. I mean, I would love a sequel to this, just see what happens in the world. I mean, obviously, some horrible disaster has to befall, otherwise there's no game. I accept that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in this universe, okay? You could do something else. I look forward to whatever Guerrilla Games has. You know what? Let's actually look up Guerrilla Games since we have time here as the credits scroll by. I hope you guys are reading these credits, because all these guys helped out on making this fantastic game. A game you should buy and play if you have a PlayStation. If you don't have a PlayStation, that's why you're watching. Well, I mean, I'll admit, this was not my reason for buying a PlayStation, but if I did not have one, I would be tempted by not only this, but a couple of other games on the PlayStation. My thing is, if you find 3 games on a platform that you really want to play, I think it's worth it then to buy that platform. I'm thinking of buying a Switch for the same reason. I want to play Breath of the Wild, but I need 2 more games. And the Tetris game that I could play with my girlfriend, definitely tempting. But now I need a 3rd. If Metroid 4 actually comes out on the Switch, that's it. That's my 3. And you might say Tetris is a weak idea there, or a weak entry in there. You might not necessarily be wrong. But I also have to consider the next Zelda game after Breath of the Wild probably going to be on the Switch. So there's your 3. 2 Zelda games and a Metroid. Okay, there you go. So, that might be something to consider. So I'm going to type in here Guerrilla Games and see what else they've done and what else they're doing. Okay, founded in 2000, so they've definitely done other stuff. I'm learning this as much as you are. Basically going to their Wikipedia page here. Okay. Approximately 270 individuals. You wouldn't know it, though, by this list. This list is going on for a while now. It might be the same list we were looking at before. I'll be honest. I haven't been reading. Or at least I'm not good with names either. So that combined, not helpful. Oh, they did the Killzone series. I was not a huge fan of the Killzone series, but I know a lot of people who were. And something called Decima, which I do not know what that is. Houses tools and features for creating artificial intelligence, physics, logic, and worlds within development, as well as compatibility with 4K and HDR. Best known for its use in Killzone Shadowfall, Until Dawn, Riggs Mechanized Combat League, and Horizon Zero Dawn, as well as the upcoming game Death Stranding. Okay, so it's basically a game engine. Okay, cool. And they made it themselves in-house, which they use for all their games. Okay, the motion capture in here was pretty good. I mean, you have the same problem with motion capture everywhere, right? Everyone always makes the same generalized motions when they talk. You always see the beat as they roll their hands. Hand roll, hand on hip. The same kind of idea used over and over and over again. You see that in every engine. You see that in Bethesda games. You see that in BioWare games. You see that in every engine. It's gonna happen. Because people are talking and they're random NPCs, and you don't want to make sure everyone has a varied motion capture thing on them. That's going to cost way too much processing power and way too much memory. Just not worth it. So it makes sense, but you see it every time. Okay, so what else are they making though? All I see is Horizon Zero Dawn. According to their wiki article, They haven't made... Yeah, they made a bunch of Killzone games. I was going to say movies there. A bunch of Killzone games, and then Horizon Zero Dawn. That's it so far. Hopefully we'll see later stuff. I was not a big fan of Killzone, but knowing that their engine is used for a lot of other things, I mean, that should keep them rolling in the money for a little while. Hopefully. So that engine, they said, was also used for another game on the PlayStation, which was totally forgotten now. Riggs Mechanized Combat. Yeah, I was tempted by that. Knowing that it would support these guys, I'd be kind of tempted to pick it up now. That is on the PlayStation. I could at least play that on a Light the Candle episode, nothing else. Until Dawn. Okay. So yeah, the one thing I mentioned motion capture, and then I totally got distracted. The one thing I have here is that people don't really open their mouths all that much in this game to talk. You see them more like, it's not quite a mumble. It looks like they're mumbling, but it kind of looks like the motion capture didn't quite get the mouth movements entirely right. It sort of worked. It was there. I think the character last episode who helped in the side quest, she did like huge mouth movements, which worked out, I think, kind of exaggerated character, and maybe made me like her a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, she was clearly a psychopath, but, you know, in a good way. I'm not sure exactly what that means, to be a psychopath in a good way. Oh, man. We had a lot of good characters in this game. I'm definitely sad to see this game go, but I'm glad I played all the way through. This was actually really fun. I highly recommend it. And, of course, we get legal officers now, and then we get into special thanks. Okay, so we're pushing the end here, which is good because this episode has actually gone a little longer than I thought. So it's funny, I gush over these games like crazy. I mean, I have a couple of minor criticisms. The motion capture is one. The armor being secreted away in the main quest is another. Do I have like a third nitpick? I mean, they are just nits to pick here. They're not big problems. If anyone has a PlayStation, I recommend this game absolutely. Because it's fun. If you like Far Cry at all, even a little tiny bit, if you think Far Cry is working on a tired formula, play Horizon Zero Dawn. Breathe new life into the idea. I think if Far Cry 5 or 6 or whatever number they're on now, 17,275, take some hints from Horizon, they will sail into the bestseller list. Absolutely. No question. But they need to take hints. What hints could they take? I'm not sure exactly what they could take away from this. I mean, the bandit camps are a lot like the towers in Far Cry, with the benefit that it moves and you need to time your jumps. But kind of true of Far Cry too. I don't know, it just kind of breathes new life in it, having big giant robotic monsters you fight or climb on, or both. What I would love to see from the DLC, and I don't know if this is possible, what I would love to see is if the Cauldron unlocks, that's my third nitpick right there, if the Cauldron unlocks let you ride anything. I mean, being able to ride a Strider and a Charger, okay, good, appreciated, no question. But I would also love to ride a Sawtooth, or a Ravager, or a Thundermaw. Can you imagine riding a Thundermaw? Okay, Thundermaw might be a little absurd. Let's not get crazy. Maybe Thundermaw not so much. But a Sawtooth, that would be fun. Maybe a little high, but still would be fun. Scrapper. Riding a Scrapper, I could see that. Yeah. Riding a Stormbird. I mean, that gets a little bit too into the whole Skyrim Dragon Rider thing. But having a Stormbird rider as like a quest, that'd be pretty awesome. So the one thing, I don't get it. I don't get how the Cauldron, well, okay, so I don't get how the Cauldron applies in a lot of instances. Like, for instance, okay, theoretically, we had the override codes for Glinthawks. It's never going to be used. Ever. There's no instance where I found myself able to override a Glinthawk. Never happens. Another thing is that I would love it if we could override a machine in the middle of battle. And that'd be fantastic. Corruption arrows are kind of a way to do that, but not really. I mean, I guess I didn't use corruption arrows to their full extent. I used corruption arrows from a distance, and that did work, but never in the middle of battle because I never thought about it. But I was never able to use the override for a Glinthawk because by the time the Glinthawk saw me or I got close enough, the Glinthawk was way up high because they like to perch, obviously. Every once in a while you get a Glinthawk on the ground doing something with the scrap, but more often than not, the Glinthawks are programmed to take the scrap and lift it up to some high place where they can deal with it, where they have clear line of sight all around them, which makes total sense, but is also frustrating, the whole, cauldron override thing. So that's kind of weird, is that there's no... So I guess that's a fourth nitpick. But again, these are small aspects. I just hope that later on, in maybe future games or in the DLC, there's some way to override these guys, either from a distance or... You know what would have helped? Training programs. I think the training they did for all the hunting grounds actually helped out a lot. Helped me really get comfortable with using all the different kinds of traps at our disposal and go to those traps when I was in trouble. If I was in trouble, I went for, okay, how can I use the rope caster in this situation? Using the rope caster made Glinthawks like cake. Made the rock biter easy as hell. So, yeah, I think doing specific training scenarios around overriding, now maybe arranged by Silence. He's the only one who would really understand overrides. I mean, there was that one hunting area that we had to override a Ravager to take down the Thundermaw. And that was good. Excuse me, I almost burped there. And that was good, but I think more of that. Use an override, take out this Glinthawk, and it's like, okay, so how do we approach the Glinthawk when it's up on a perch, which means you have to make every perch the Glinthawk goes to climbable, so then you can override them. Or you need some way to call down the Glinthawk, like using one of those little devices they have that says protect me, the Glinthawks love. Using a variant of that to use as bait to bring in a Glinthawk. Plant it on like a watcher that you've disabled so the Glinthawks come over to it. And then you pop out of the bushes and you override the Glinthawk. That'd be great. As it was, all we could do was use corruption arrows. Now, theoretically, I don't know if it's true or not because I didn't actually check in the notebook, but theoretically, we should also be able to override the Stormbirds because we got all the cauldrons, right? But how do you sneak up on a Stormbird? Stormbirds don't land. I mean, they do occasionally land when you're fighting them, but never otherwise. They stay in the air the whole time. Also, what is the ecological benefit to a Stormbird? I kind of get the Glinthawks. The Glinthawks recycle scrap from disabled machines. Makes total sense. They take that scrap then probably to a crab convoy. Shellwalker is what I mean there. To a Shellwalker convoy. The convoy goes to a cauldron. Cauldron picks up the scrap, processes it in new machines. Nice, easy, simple. Totally get the ecology there. What the hell does a Stormbird do aside from just fly around? I mean, I guess it could... So the most times we saw it, it acted as a protector for something, right? Well, so it was protecting one ruin, I think. But the other times we saw it, it just kind of picked a random location. I mean, maybe there's a reason for it to be there. I mean, there's that old story about the Emperor, right? The Emperor's Roses, where there was a guard stationed at one of these, at one part in the royal garden or whatever it was. And no one knew why he was there. But there always had to be a guard there. And eventually someone looked it up, and it turns out like 3 centuries prior or something crazy, the emperor had saw a small sapling and wanted to make sure no one ever tread on it And so he ordered a guard to stand guard next to it. And so for the next 3 centuries, a guard was stationed there on the Emperor's orders. So I wonder if we're seeing the same thing for the Stormbird, you know? Except maybe the Stormbird still knows why he's there. Maybe not. I mean, it could be a brand new Stormbird, right? But it could be something similar, right? Is Gaia maybe disabled all of the machines, right? All the Faro bots that were destroying the world. She managed to disable all of them. And then as a precautionary measure, made sure that a Stormbird hovered over like the most vicious of them. And from then on, even though Gaia was destroyed, the semblance of an AI that's left over there says, okay, there has to be a Stormbird at this location. And maybe that worked out. I don't know. So I'm wondering how well the Pharaohbots would work. Because the thing is, what we saw was that a lot of the machines would viciously attack anything they saw as corrupted. The corrupted would also attack anything they saw. So I'm wondering if the machines out in the world were not only to fill the ecological niches that were needed, but also if they saw any Pharaohbots, they started attacking them. I mean, we didn't see that happen. But that's got to be what happened, right? There has to be contingency plans inside contingency plans inside contingency plans here. Gaia basically resurrected her creator in order to make sure that the identity scan, the genetic identity scan, and the vocal recognition would work. But you've also got to have another plan just in case, right? You've got to be able... I think that could happen. I think the other machines are probably coded to attack any Pharaohbots they see. Now, it might be, throwing in fodder after fodder after fodder, but that has to be a contingency plan. It just makes sense. All right, so here we are at the end. Oh, there is actually going to be a final cutscene? Oh, she totally left her spear there. She should probably retrieve that. She might need it. Oh, are you shitting me? Come on, Hades, just give up already. Well, that story's gonna spread. Oh, hi, Silence. He went to Silence? Into his box.
Hello,
as a contingency
friend.
plan.
Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Ah, hell, don't tell me he's gonna try to wake a metal devil. That would be a hell of a fight. I mean, they did kind of promise us a fight by leaving it up there, right? And they didn't actually do it. So it seems like that might be the DLC, is going up against a giant metal devil like that. How would you even do that? That's a good question. How would you even approach that? Rope casters? Rope casters and a lot of bombs? I mean, it'd be a hell of a fight. Not something we'd be able to do alone. Well, we'd probably have to, though. I mean, we could have other people as... I want to say bait. Bait's totally the wrong word. Shouldn't have other people as bait. Oh, man, this episode's gone on for a long, long time because we waited for all the credits is what happened there. I'm waiting for the load screen just to see what else happens. It might just take us to the title screen and give us an option for New Game Plus. But I don't know. We saw another cutscene there. But chances are if it's loading, it means we're actually going to be able to control Aloy for whatever reason. I can't imagine there's anything else for us to do. So probably I could just take us out to the loading screen, but the loading screen should just come up, right? I just snapped my fingers. I don't know if you guys heard that. It should just come up like a snap, right? So it's got to be actually leaving us in control of Aloy for whatever reason. In case we have any other quests we want to do. Excuse me. I don't think we have any other quests. I mean, there's tutorials. We have like 2 tutorials, but it's not gonna... Okay, there we go. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of Earth Reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow, prior to the final battle for Meridian. Keep all loot and experience for your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills we accumulated throughout this playthrough. New Game Plus will have your current inventory and skills have been created. Playing this mode, simply choose New Game Plus option in the main menu, which we might do for the DLC. So let's go ahead and hit continue here. Okay, so yeah, then completed main quest, phase of extinction. And now everything's restored to basically wherever the hell it is. I have no idea what quest is selected. A looming shadow. Okay, so we could do the whole big battle all over again if you wanted to, but you know what? Let's not even worry about it. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been fun, but more to the point, this has actually been Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm PC Universe, you're PC Universe too. Thank you for joining me on this playthrough, and I have no idea what's going to be next, but I'm sure it's going to be a blast. See you guys next time.